shows,
local jobs,
sturgeon fishing,
phones in school,
Groundhog Day,
ski and snowboard club,
and vacations. See you later.
What's up, KMS?
In today's segment, we're going to be talking about skiing and snowboarding. Also, the ski and snowboard club here at our school.
Best times to go during the winter and what you can do there.
Okay. The Ski and Snowboard Club happens after school at 4 o'clock. This club is really fun to join and is on 2 Mondays in December and 2 Mondays in January. This club has many different things you can sign up for.
You can sign up for lessons and you can stay after 6 o'clock with your friends. According to DBHS, middle school students can experience the thrill of learning to ski or snowboard, advance their existing skills, or simply enjoy an evening at the slopes with their friends, says DBHS.
Ms. Miller told us how you can join the Ski and Snowboard Club and what days we will go on, as well as what time we will leave the school.
Here we are doing the Ski and Snowboard Club on Mondays. So this past Monday we actually did it on the 12th, I believe. The 19th is our next one, which is this coming Monday. And then we have January the 2nd and 3rd Monday.
During the middle of winter is the best time to go skiing and snowboarding. Without the snow being thick enough, it is very hard to go skiing. This is why the best times are in the middle of winter and January, because of the fact that there is no rain or a lot of snow. This makes the snow a lot harder and faster to ski and snowboard on. In the Ski and Snowboard Club, you can sign up to go on all the hills and even get food there.
Ephraim told us that when he started skiing and what hill is his favorite when he is there. He said, "My favorite hill is Frida's Run. I started skiing when I was 3 and kept skiing ever since." Thanks, Ephraim.
When you were there, you were able to do a lot of different things, from going on different hills to even sitting at the shell with your friends. First, we will talk about the different hills that are there. The different hills can vary, from the easiest level, the bunny hill, to the hardest level, the other way.
There are 8 different hills at Sunburst. You can ski and snowboard on the Bunny Hill, which is the starter hill, Zigzag, which is an intermediate hill. Next is Frida's Run, which is also intermediate. Another one is the main hill called Edelweiss, which is an expert hill. This hill is the one everyone wants to go on because you are able to do any tricks and turns you want to do. Next are the Black Diamonds, which include Eco Alley, Werner's Way, and the other way. These hills are the scariest of them all because they have big drops. All of the hills are really fun to go on and can improve your experience, especially when you go on bigger and better hills.
Hanging out with your friends is also really fun. One way you can hang out with your friends is at the shale. The shale includes food and areas to talk. This place is also keep you nice and toasty if you need to warm up. With everything that you can do here, you will never run out of ideas. Olivia Gerhardt told us what she likes to do with her friends and why she joined the Ski and Snowboard Club. Me and my friends like to go on the ski lifts and going skiing a ton. And then when we go into the shale and hang out and do stuff. I joined because it's something that I knew I wanted to try and become more involved in middle school. Thanks, Olivia.
Me and my friends normally like to go on the ski lift a bunch and go skiing a ton, and then we also go in the chalet and hang out with them.
Consider going to Sunburst this winter season.
If you have any questions, contact Mrs. Roddy.
Happy birthday to you. 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 It's your day, don't throw it away.
Spend this much money. Being a teenager can be expensive, especially as we get older. That is why it's a good idea to get a side job. Here in Wisconsin, the minimum wage is $7.25, which is pretty low as most states have a minimum wage of $15. Now on to the pros of having a job.
One pro of having a job is that it goes on your college resume. They look for experience, and if you have a lot of job experience, you're more likely to be able to get into a good college. According to YouthFirstInc.org, having a job also helps with good organizational and money skills and gives teens a sense of responsibility. One con is that balancing school and work can be extremely stressful for a teenager.
We interviewed Mr. Shield on the benefits of having a job as a teenager.
Important to have a job as a teenager because it teaches you a lot of life skills in terms of the organizational aspect of just your daily routines and being on time.
Having a job as a teenager is an extremely important thing for your adult future. It teaches time management, having to deal with school, homework, relationships, and other jobs.
It generally lets you explore different career types and gives you a wide range of jobs to try out.
Working also gives teens an opportunity to establish contacts with adult employers that can serve as a future reference. Charlie Blaha told us what he does as a side job.
My cousins ask me to babysit their kids every weekend.
Some jobs that help you with social skills and communications are servers, camp counselors, cashiers, sales associates, tutors, and more.
Please help me get some money.
No, I'm too rich for you. You can do this, though. Money. Now that I have a job, I finally got money.
KMS, happy Friday the 13th. Today we'll be telling about the forecast from Thursday the 12th to Wednesday the 18th.
Thursday will have a high of 35 degrees and a low of 24, and it will be cloudy.
Friday will have a high of 28 degrees and a low of 20. It will be partly cloudy.
Saturday will have a high of 35 degrees and a low of 29 degrees, and it will be partly cloudy.
Sunday will have a high of 40 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. It will be cloudy.
Monday will have a high of 43 degrees and a low of 36 degrees, and there will be showers.
Tuesday will have a high of 38 degrees and a low of 30 degrees. It will be cloudy.
Wednesday will have a high of 36 degrees and a low of 29 degrees, and there will be a shower of sun. Sure looks like it's warming up.
Let's hope it stays that way. See you later, KMS.
Here, guys.
This is nice.
Oh my goodness, guys, look at those leaves. They're so pretty.
Oh my god, guys, I had so much fun in Disneyland.
Me too. I can't wait to come back.
Going on vacation started in the spring of 1869 when William H. Murray published a book called Adventures in Wilderness. It was about camping and inspired many others to start going. In a way, camping was the first vacation ever gone on. As the article Where Was the Birthplace of the American Vacation states, Murray's self-help opus Adventures in the Wilderness or Camp suggested that hiking, canoeing, and fishing in unsullied nature were the ultimate health tonic for harried city dwellers whose Mrs. Pendowski gave us her thoughts on where she likes to go on vacation and why it's her favorite.
Oh, okay. My favorite place to go on vacation is probably Colorado. I love Colorado because I love the mountains and I love the climate, and I like to hike and camp, so it's a perfect place for us.
Summer's the most popular season to go on vacation for many reasons. More daylight, the clothing is light, higher temperatures, more people are out, nice weather. When you think of vacation, I bet you think of a type of summer vacation, whether it's a day at the beach, going camping, a cruise, or a road trip. In a survey we asked, what's your favorite season to go on vacation? 46.2% of respondents answered summer. The day trip to the beach, the warming summer breeze, and the chance to spend time with family and friends are just a few reasons to fall in love with the season.
I usually go to the Dells every summer usually, and my favorite part is probably the pools in there and the water slides.
Keegan Kaiser gave us his thoughts about when he goes to the Dells and his favorite attraction.
Hotspots can vary from the beautiful landscapes of Switzerland to the many beaches in Hawaii. The warmer areas of the world tend to be the ones most visited, but some like the cold too. According to the article 50 Best Places to Travel in 2020, the top 3 are Abruzzo, Italy, Alaska, and Anguilla. Ezra Haynes gave us her thoughts about her favorite season to go on vacation and why.
Probably spring because the flowers are all bloom and the trees are beautiful and all the animals are out and my camper is just nice in the spring.
Lastly, taking vacations or days off is a good way to clear the mind of distractions.
Choose to go on vacation, KMS students and staff.
And have a great day from all of us.
Hey guys, let me show you how to make an awesome berry smoothie. Alright guys, here are our ingredients. So we're going to want to make sure to move wet to dry. Alright, here's our last wet ingredient. Now, we move into our dry powder. Apples. Banana. Spinach. Mixed berries. Finally, ice. And make sure your lid's on tight. Now, let's blend. High speed, 60 seconds. Now all you have to do is pour, sip, and enjoy. What's up, guys?
We're going to be talking about the general facts and history of cooking shows, KMS's favorite cooking shows, and what they like to cook. And we're going to find some easy recipes for each grade.
On a typical cooking show, there are 3 judges altogether, 2 permanent judges and 1 guest judge. There are usually 3 to 5 competitors, each competing for a certain prize. The prize varies from show to show. Some examples of these kinds of shows are Chopped, Nailed It, and Master Chef. According to Touch Bistro, the number 1 TV show host is Gordon Ramsay, number 2 is Sunny Anderson, and number 3 is Guy Fieri.
Elijah Mays told us about how Guy Fieri is his favorite cooking show host because he is very unique. Also, that he told us he has not tried to do any harder recipes.
No, I haven't found any harder recipes to make because I'm not really good at cooking and I just don't have the patience to do so.
Coming up are the top favorite cooking shows here at KMS. Number 1, Nailed It. Number 2, The British Baking Show. Number 3, Chopped. And last, Master Chef Junior. Jovi said that she would like to go on Master Chef Junior because she would like to meet the famous hosts/judges.
There are many different age-appropriate foods for each age group of middle school. We found one for each grade. Starting off with 6th grade, the recipe we found was French toast. A recipe for 7th grade is apple cinnamon muffins. And for the 8th grade, the recipe was brownies.
And finally, here are the top foods KMS likes to cook. Cookies, noodles, and finally, delicious French toast.
My favorite cooking show is the British Baking Show. The best host on the show is definitely Noel, because he always has some crazy outfit on and does a fun skit to start the show. So I'm a big fan of Noel. The best food that we've cooked and faced so far since I've been working here was cinnamon rolls. We're making some warm, gooey cinnamon rolls. The kids did excellent and they tasted amazing.
In this segment, we hope you got to learn a lot about cooking shows.
What your fellow students like to cook and watch.
Also, we found some tasty and easy recipes for each grade.
Our imagination.
Finish the lyric.
Just holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me.
Finish the lyric. I said you're holding back. She said, shut up.
Here's Emma Rank telling us why we shouldn't have phones in school.
We're gonna have to call your parents. Hello, this is Mr. Scholes. Yeah, you're gonna have to come pick his phone up.
That's so stupid. I should be able to go on my phone.
I'm Marcus's dad. I'm here to pick up his phone.
There you go.
Thank you.
Very disappointed.
Mr. Skelton immediately disagreed with the idea of having phones in school.
I do not think we should have phones in school, mostly because of the distraction that they cause with
us during the school day and to our learning. It is a time to get away.
Mrs. Skelter makes a good point from saying that they can be a distraction in classes and as well as a good time to take a break from your phones and be social, not on a screen.
Many of our students disagree, though, and some of them think that we should have our phones during at certain times. People have mixed thoughts about whether having phones or not is a smart idea in school. There are several pros and cons to having phones in class. Some of the benefits is that it provides safety and organization among students. Safety comes into play if there were to be an emergency at school and kids needed to get in contact with their friends and parents. Kids also may stay after school, and their parents might need to call them to tell them they'll be late. It helps keep kids organized because they can keep notes in their phones, so a lot of kids lose their planner. Phones also have calendars, clocks, and alarms. These apps allow students to keep track of assignments, plan their study time, and not be late to classes.
Michael Masal thinks it'd be good to have phones in school because we have another option for a calculator.
We could use it as a calculator.
While some educators feel there's a place for smartphones in the classroom, others see them as a distraction and a source of cyberbullying. And some research indicates that have negative effects on learning and attention.
Here's Emma Rank telling us why we shouldn't have phones in school.
It's distraction, and also you don't really use them because you have your Chromebooks.
There are a decent amount of pros and cons to having phones in school. Here are just some of the cons. According to Kids Locks, they say that they can be a huge distraction. Cell phones can be a channel for bullying. Digital addictions and mental health concerns may occur. And 4, cheating in exams and learning the wrong way.
Bye, KMS.
This is why you don't mess with Mr. Scholes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Guess That Teacher. This teacher told us, I love doing puzzles and escape rooms. I rode in a hot air balloon. I love traveling and have been to Australia and Mexico and 22 of the other states, including Hawaii, Alaska, and Maine. I am a certified emergency medical responder. It's Mrs. Miller.
Welcome back, KMS. Can you believe that we're already in the year 2023? Well, we're here, and we're almost halfway through the school year. I hope that you've had some time to reflect on your year so far, and you can look back and be proud of how far you've come. I want you to be sure to strive to be better than you were yesterday. Nobody is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. But some mistakes will teach you great lessons and make you a better person. Be a better person than you were yesterday, KMS. You got this.
Here's Emma Rank telling us why we shouldn't have phones in school.
We're gonna have to call your parents. Hello, this is Mr. Scholes. Yeah, you're gonna have to come pick his phone up.
That's so stupid. I should be able to go on my phone.
I'm Marcus's dad. I'm here to pick up his phone.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Very disappointed.
Mr. Skelton immediately disagreed with the idea of having phones in school.
I do not think we should have phones in school, mostly because of the distraction that they cause with us during the school day and to our learning. It is a time to get away.
Mrs. Skelter makes a good point from saying that they can be a distraction in classes and as well as a good time to take a break from your phones and be social, not on a screen.
Many of our students disagree, though, and some of them think that we should have our phones during at certain times. People have mixed thoughts about whether having phones or not is a smart idea in school. There are several pros and cons to having phones in class. Some of the benefits is that it provides safety and organization among students. Safety comes into play if there were to be an emergency at school and kids needed to get in contact with their friends and parents. Kids also may stay after school, and their parents might need to call them to tell them they'll be late. It helps keep kids organized because they can keep notes in their phones, so a lot of kids lose their planner. Phones also have calendars, clocks, and alarms. These apps allow students to keep track of assignments, plan their study time, and not be late to classes.
Michael Masal thinks it'd be good to have phones in school because we have another option for a calculator.
We could use it as a calculator.
While some educators feel there's a place for smartphones in the classroom, others see them as a distraction and a source of cyberbullying. And some research indicates that have negative effects on learning and attention.
Here's Emma Rank telling us why we shouldn't have phones in school.
It's distraction, and also you don't really use them because you have your Chromebooks.
There are a decent amount of pros and cons to having phones in school. Here are just some of the cons. According to Kids Locks, they say that they can be a huge distraction. Cell phones can be a channel for bullying.
Digital addictions and mental health concerns may occur. And 4, cheating in exams and learning the wrong way.
Bye, KMS.
This is why you don't mess with Mr. Scholes.
Wrong answer is only what's your favorite state. Wrong answer is only what's your favorite clothes brand.
Toys R
Wrong answer is
Us.
only what's your favorite food. Cars. What's your favorite sport? School.
My goofy aunt.
Wrong answer is only what's your favorite state.
LeBron James.
Wrong answer is only what's your favorite sports team.
The feet.
Today we're going to be talking about sturgeon fishing.
Places you can go to sturgeon fish and what you need to sturgeon fish.
We're also going to be talking about what you can do with the sturgeon after you catch
Not many lakes have sturgeon fish in them, but some places that do are Lake Winnebago, Lake Sturgeon, and Lake Mississippi. Declan Heimerman told us where he goes sturgeon fishing.
I go sturgeon fishing on Lake Winnebago, and I've been doing it for about 3 years, and I go like once a year.
When catching sturgeon fish, most people use live bait such as crawfish, freshwater clams, salmon eggs, or carcasses, shad, and other small fish. If you can't use that, then you can add scents to fake bait. Also, when catching it, they use a spear that has 6 blades that pierces through the sturgeon. Would you ever go sturgeon fishing?
Yes.
What do you know about sturgeon fishing?
You need a spear and a hole in the ice, and you wait a long time, and then you stab it.
Yeah.
That's it.
After you catch it, most people will eat it raw. You can also enjoy the charm of the fish meat by eating it as sashimi.
Smoke it and seal it, or they use them as trophies in contests.
Best way to eat sturgeon fish, Brent Pollock said that his favorite way to eat it is raw to get the texture and flavor.
Basics of sturgeon fishing like
Where to go,
What bait and hooks to use.
and what to do with the fish after you catch it.
Alright, what is your favorite smell?
My favorite smell? And not his shirt. His shirt smells. But like, I don't know. Probably like when I leave Bath and Body Works because my mom makes me shop there with her, and like we test out all like the perfume samples and whatnot. It smells really good. Yeah.
Alright, what is the best Wi-Fi name that you have seen in your entire life?
I've seen some pretty offensive ones before, but like the one that I could say probably like not your mom's Wi-Fi or something like that. I don't know. I was driving through the hood.
Alright, why is that round pizzas come in square boxes?
Because society's messed up.
What's the most embarrassing place you've ever farted?
You're running away. Come back. This is an interesting questionnaire. Most embarrassing place? Probably at school. I don't know.
Spring! Groundhog Day is a popular North American tradition observed in the United States and Canada on February 2nd. It diverges the Pennsylvania Dutch superstition that if a groundhog emerges from its burrow on its day and it sees its shadow due to clear weather, it will retreat to its den and winter will go for 6 more weeks. If it does not see its shadow because of cloudiness, spring will arrive. According to Lila, she makes a prediction on the groundhog.
I make a prediction on if the groundhog's gonna see a shadow or not.
Groundhog Day started on February 2nd, 1887 in Pennsylvania. It's a Dutch tradition, when a news reporter belonging to a group of groundhog hunters declared that Phil was America's only true weather forecasting groundhog. According to Mrs. Stone, Groundhog Day was a Dutch tradition that began in 1887.
Groundhog Day is a Dutch tradition that started in 1887.
The weatherman finds himself reliving the same day over and over again when he goes to a location in a small town to film and report about the annual Groundhog Day. But then he finds a way to stop reliving the same day.
Do you think I'm gonna see my shadow? Pound it. Pound it. See ya.
Don't be on the floor and use the Commodore. Oh my God!
If you have any stories, email them to Mr. Rose or someone from our news team.
Hope you liked it. Bye.